Hi folks, I'm Steve Hindy for Showing Animals Respect and Kindness. To start this video, I want to make it clear that Shark is not against the police. We support and appreciate good cops. That said, we have nothing but contempt for corrupt cowards like the sheriff we're exposing today who use their badge to protect criminals. Cockfighting is illegal in all 50 states and the U.S. territories. This is Jim H. Johnson, the sheriff of Lee County, Mississippi. Sheriff Johnson is a corrupt cop who actively protects criminal cockfighters in his jurisdiction. I first became aware of Sheriff Johnson in January 2023. I was in Lee County hunting 3 illegal cockfight locations. The fact that there are at least 3 active publicly known cockfight pits in one county strongly suggests the corruption of Lee County law enforcement. On Saturday, January 7th, 2 of the illegal pits were running at the same time, even though they're less than 2 miles apart from each other. This is further an indication that Johnson has allowed his jurisdiction to become a haven for criminals across the country. On Saturday, January 8th, the 3rd pit was active. Shark reported them to Sheriff Jim Johnson, who did absolutely nothing. He didn't shut down a single one of these criminal operations. Since that January weekend, Shark has exposed 8 illegal cockfights at those same pits in Lee County. The sheriff hasn't stopped a single one of them. I've made complaints by phone.
I'm calling about the cockfight at the Bauman property, and I'm wondering if you're going to deal with that.
Okay, so we are aware of the cockfight. We are aware of the location. They are under investigation. We're no longer discussing those.
I have personally gone to the sheriff's office and signed complaints. We've sent the sheriff information via the form on the sheriff's website. On social media, Shark has publicized fights as they're being set up and as they're running. On April 7th, our drone even recorded criminal cockfighters carrying live roosters into a cockfight pit run by an individual named D.L. Parker. Parker is not shy about his criminal activities. Before Shark came along, Parker used to distribute schedules of his illicit operation because he has that much faith in the corruption of his lackey, Sheriff Jim Johnson. Another pit owner, Tom Williams, also publishes a schedule because he also knows Jim Johnson is a corrupt cop. All the cockfighters own Sheriff Johnson. The only thing we don't know is how much Johnson gets for selling out his office. Thanks to Sheriff Johnson, the cruel criminal cockfighters continue to run their schedules in spite of the world knowing about their criminal enterprises. Cockfighting is much more than gross animal abuse. As legitimate law enforcement authorities know, cockfighting also involves illegal drug dealing, weapons trafficking, cartel activities, gangs, gambling, and prostitution. Human health is threatened by cockfighters transporting their birds without the precautions taken by commercial poultry operations. The increased prices of eggs and chickens happen because of the rampant spread of avian diseases such as H5N1, and cockfighters help the spread of those diseases. I'm especially perplexed by this claim on Sheriff Johnson's website.
He brought the Lee County Sheriff's Department to a level of professionalism that is noticed by the entire state of Mississippi.
What the entire state of Mississippi is going to notice before this is all over is that Sheriff Jim Johnson enables criminal operations to ooze throughout the state. This guy isn't a crime fighter, he's a criminal accomplice. I've already spoken to other law enforcement professionals in Mississippi, and interestingly, they know that Johnson is a bent cop. Given how many times Johnson has ignored the criminal activities of cockfighters, he just might be the most corrupt cop in Mississippi. According to his profile on his website, Johnson is a member of the First Baptist Church of Tupelo. You know, it's amazing how many animal abusers and their minions are churchgoers. Absolutely amazing and repulsive. So tell me, Sheriff Johnson, does your congregation know that you're a criminal? Does your wife? Do your children? If they don't, they will. You're a crook posing as a cop, and the world is going to know. Sheriff Johnson's profile includes one more thing of note.
To contact Sheriff Johnson or to set up a meeting, please call Kamisha McKinnon, Administrative Assistant.
On April 17th, I called that number and I spoke to Kamisha McKinnon, who was very cordial and professional. I left my name and number and the reason for my call: cockfighting. Sheriff Johnson, the criminal enabler, hasn't called back, and I expect that's a surprise to absolutely no one. In closing, if Sheriff Johnson disagrees with our assessment of him or anything else in this video, we're willing to post his response, unedited and in its entirety, on our YouTube channel and on our Crush Cockfighting website. I don't know how we could be more fair. Sheriff, we're waiting to hear from you. Let's see what you've got. I'm Steve Hindy for Showing Animals Respect and Kindness, and together we are crushing cockfighting.
Showing animals respect and kindness. Inside this building, there's an illegal cockfight happening in Lee County, Mississippi. Here you can see birds in cages who are awaiting their turn to go to their deaths in the fighting pit. A shark drone shot this footage on the morning of January 6, 2024. Cockfighting is illegal everywhere in the United States, including in Lee County, where Jim Johnson is the sheriff. Jim Johnson has known about this criminal outfit for a long time, for years in fact. In January 2023, Shark informed Sheriff Johnson of this cockfight pit and of two others in Lee County, but Johnson and his staff knew about them long before that. We've provided Sheriff Johnson with drone video of these pits when there is active cockfighting going on over and over and over. We shot video of birds being carried to their deaths. At another Lee County location, we even flew our drone right down to eye level, so you can see for yourself that this is a cockfight pit. We've filled out police reports. The media has exposed the illegal activity, and still Sheriff Johnson refuses to do his job. Of course, that's why there are 3 cockfight pits in Lee County. Only a corrupt sheriff has 3 cockfight pits in his jurisdiction. So far, there doesn't seem to be anyone in Lee County, or the state of Mississippi for that matter, willing to publicly stand up and say anything. Now we are reaching out to other entities in Lee County, but we don't expect any real response locally. That's why we're also reaching out to state and federal authorities. Sheriff Johnson, I want you to know that we're making a project out of you. The cockfights will end, with or without your help. The only question is how badly will your image be damaged in the process? For our part, we're going to let as many people know as possible know about your refusal to do your job. Northwest of Lee County is Tippah County, where there is another corrupt sheriff protecting more criminal cockfighters. Here is drone footage of that pit, which was also shot on January 6, 2024. Tippah County Sheriff Carl Gaylord is as corrupt as Lee County Sheriff Jim Johnson, but Lee County has 3 times as many illegal cockfight pits, so we'll focus on Johnson for now. But know this, Sheriff Gaylord, you're next. I'm Catherine for Showing Animals Respect and Kindness, and in Mississippi and everywhere else in the United States, we're going to crush cockfighting.
Showing Animals Respect and Kindness. Just a couple days ago, we posted a video inviting animal protectors to come to Lee County, Mississippi to confront Sheriff Jim Johnson about his allowance of cruel, illegal cockfights in his jurisdiction. Following the sheriff's office, we plan to go to launch a drone near cockfighter Buddy Bauman's illegal cockfight pit. You may recall that Bauman's pit is just a roof, and a few weeks ago, a shark drone flew right down to prove that this is indeed a criminal fighting operation. Everything was going to be streamed for the world to see. Being the cowards they are, though, Buddy Bauman and his cockfighting friends have canceled their criminal event, at least for Sunday morning. There's no way to know exactly when they're going to run, so a shark team is already headed to Mississippi, where we will make numerous flights over the property every few hours to watch for movement. We would have loved to visit corrupt Sheriff Johnson and Buddy Bauman with a crowd, but these guys can't handle the thought of facing real people. So they hide, they run, like the cowards they are. Sheriff Johnson, we've asked you for a public statement that you will no longer tolerate cruel, illegal cockfights. For any honest cop, that's a given. Good cops fight crime. Corrupt cops partner with criminals. We're going to make a special project of Sheriff Johnson. If he won't promise to do his job, we will make him a worldwide symbol of police corruption, and that will not serve Lee County or Mississippi well at all. As for our Buddy, all I can say is, go ahead, Buddy, make my day, any day. We'll be waiting for you. The question you have to ask yourself is, do I feel lucky?
Well, do you, punk?
I'm Steve Hindy for Showing Animals Respect and Kindness. And together, we're all crushing cockfighting.